nobody can beat me, not only him.
In the world you mean, or in the
world?
organization?
Yes.
You gotta tune into this one because something special is coming.
انت من جمهور هوشة وقاعد ملان لحالك بانتظار قتال عثمان وبول هيوز اللي بعد شهر بدون اي برومو وتشويق. هل انا كأحمد خليتك لحالك؟ لا، انا ضبطتك كمتابع لهوشة. كيف ضبطتك؟ بتقول لي يا احمد، بقول لك ببساطة، سحبت لك عثمان نورمحمدوف وسحبت لك بول هيوز لدبي وسويت مقابلة مع كل شخص منهم وسألت اسئلة عن القتال وعن خصمه، والاجابات كانت جميلة جدا، وكل مقاتل كان مستعد أكثر من مقاتل الآخر. الحين بندخل على مقابلة عثمان نورمحمدوف ونشوف إيش توقعاته للقتال والحماس اللي فيه. وما أقول لكم يا جماعة قد إيش المقاتلين الاثنين مختلفين بشخصيات. عثمان نورمحمدوف اللي كان دائما في المقابلة الشخص اللي شايف نفسه الأفضل واللي شايف نفسه الأعلى واللي شايف إنه ما بيخسر من أي مقاتل في الكرة الأرضية. اللي من الناحية الثانية بول هيوز كان هو المقاتل المتواضع والهادي أيضا في موضوع التراش توك. فخلينا ندخل بمقابلة عثمان واسمعوا معاي الأسئلة والأجوبة قبل ما ننتقل لبول هيوز.
السلام عليكم بجميع متابعين هوشة، أنا أحمد وصباح الخير عليكم. معاي عثمان نورمحمدوف، واحد من أهم المواهب في داغستان، والناس يقولوا بأنه هو good trash talker. فهاو ار يو عثمان نورمحمدوف؟ Everything is good?
Maybe I'm a good fighter, not trash talker.
They say that you are a good trash talker from that, because you know Dagestani fighters don't have a trash talk, most of them. But you have
what
a good...
about Habib? He was good.
Habib was different. You cannot compare Habib to other guys.
Of course not, but he was good.
That's fine, because I had a discussion with you at the before we start the studio. You already beat Paul once.
Yeah.
I told you that some people think that this fight was close.
Okay.
So, do you think it was close and you need to prove something in the second fight? Or you think that you won the first fight, just a rematch, and you have to do your work and that's it?
I think people want to see how I lose, you know. But I don't think it was a close fight. Yes, I underestimate this guy and I make some mistakes. And, you know, even like when I was preparing for this fight, I would think like what he can do with me. Like he don't have nothing, only box, and he have only one fight in lightweight.
Okay.
And even when he were fight in lightweight, he fight with guy who come from featherweight, you know? Yeah. And he become from featherweight. The other guy featherweight, you know, like yes, it was big mistake, but this time it's gonna be different, you know. First of all, in my mind, it's gonna be different because of when you're ready in your mind, not like you don't care about like physique or like what you have to do. Like if your mind good, everything gonna be good.
So you think you have more skills, but you think it was a mentally?
Yes, I think
stage?
It's more mental game. No, I know my skills, and I really believe he can beat me.
He can't beat you?
No, nobody can beat me. Not only him.
In the world you mean, or in the
world
organization?
Yes.
Because Khafir Mendes, your head coach, he trained Habib, DC, Ken Velasquez.
Yes, I know.
He said that
a lot of champions.
You're the most talented fighter he ever trained.
Brother, talent is nothing if you're not working. If you're not disciplined and if you're not working for your dream, talent, and it's like nothing.
And I think many people say that talent make you lazy. And that's a big factor.
Yes, and when some people like you told me like you talented, it's make me weak. You know,
why?
In my mind, I think, okay, I'm talented. I can beat everyone. I don't need training. Like, this is not good.
You said hard work is much important than
yes,
talent.
Not like hard work, smart work. I think
smart work,
hard work and smart work. Because if you can hard work and you can do some stupid things, but for what? For what? It's like nothing. Like.
Talking about hard work, if I give you another path regarding hard work, what do you think is the biggest sacrifice that you ever had that make you in this place?
We talk about myself.
Yeah. What is the biggest sacrifice you ever had in your life?
I leave my family. I leave my family. Leave my dad. Leave my mother. I didn't see my mother and my dad like every week. Even like I see my father and my dad like once or 2-3 times in the month when I preparing fight. You know. This is big sacrifice. I think I sacrifice my time. Time where I can spend with my family, friends, you know. I think this is most sacrifice what I doing.
Going to your opponent, let's talk more about your opponent.
Let's go.
Because you had a great conversation with him before the first fight. You said one time that Paul only has boxing.
I can say this now too. He has.
You think that he only has boxing?
Okay, what he has more?
Do you think he has? Do you think limits?
Huh?
Do you think he's limited fighter?
I don't think he's limited fighter. He can grow because of his young like me. But he's you know, like good skills and better where he doing. This is boxing. And I think I'm better than him in boxing too.
Okay.
I think because of first fight was like, yes, I didn't know him, but I win him. Doesn't matter how. I take him down. I take him like, I go with him deep ocean and I won.
So you think the second fight will be much better?
Second fight will be much better because I know everything about him, what I need to know.
What do you think? What is his weaknesses? How do you think you can break him?
I'm gonna be taking down. First fight I did, but it was like couple times he defend now. But this time I think he's not gonna be defend. He can't.
He can't.
He can't. Yes, because of I prepared this fight very well.
If Paul was in my place now, sitting in my place, what are you gonna tell him before the fight?
Before the fight?
Yeah.
Nothing. What I have to tell him? I will show him. What I have to tell him.
If let's imagine, what's the one thing that you know about yourself that Paul doesn't know? What's the secret weapon you have? Shouldn't be skills, maybe mentally.
I think more mentally, but this guy mentally strong too. I know that.
You think Paul is mentally strong? Is he the toughest opponent you ever had?
I don't know about toughest opponent. I was a lot of good opponents, but he's for sure not bad. And I respect this guy, but if we talk about like who's better in this sport, I think I'm best.
Okay, Uthman, you know, before the fight, 10 seconds before you enter the ring, and first 10 seconds once you enter the ring. Every fighter feels anxiety once he goes. You cannot deny. Everyone feels it. Do you feel the pressure before going into arena or inside the ring itself?
Yes.
Which one do you feel most?
I'm not. This pressure. It's not because of opponent. This because of like just it's pressure. You know, like because of your father, mother. First of all, watching this fight, they nervous.
Yeah.
They care about you and other your brothers, uncles. You know, only that. You know, like if you're gonna fight without people, who cares? Okay, let's do it. This is like sparring. But in the cage with 6 or 10, 12,000 people around, this is different, you know. But after first punch, you're gonna forget everything. Yes, and you're just working.
You're the champ, lightweight champ.
Yeah.
Ilya Topuria is the lightweight champ in UFC. Who's the best lightweight in the world?
If you talk about lightweight,
yeah,
brother, I have, like I said before, like in lightweight, I'm the best.
You think you can beat Elite Puri?
I think we can talk about this after
Paul.
After not even Paul. When I will be inshallah in UFC, I don't know where it's gonna be, but if I will be there, then we can talk.
Because Islam is in welterweight now, Uthman.
Yes,
now
I
people are
understand, but
seeing you.
Islam in UFC, I'm in PFL. Now this is like big different. We cannot talk like about this if I PFL fighter. We can talk about PFL guys because of we are here. We have a different family. There's family, you know. That's why about if we talk about Ilya or like something else, we should like you have to go to UFC first of all. You have to win couple fight, and then you can talk. You know.
Yeah, I agree on this. Uthman, if I told you to describe Paul Hughes in one word, what's gonna be?
Like a human or sportsman or like
As a fighter, as an opponent.
as an opponent. He's a strong guy.
Strong guy.
Yes.
And if I said that, describe yourself in one word, not as a fighter, as a human. One word, your life story till now.
I don't know.
You don't know? I'm gonna say talented because people are repeating this word talented, and it seems that you don't like this word because you think smart work and hard
This
work.
is your choice. You can use whatever you want, brother.
Uthman, what do you promise your fans in October? What performance do you
If everything gonna be good and cage gonna close October 3rd, inshallah, we're gonna mold this guy, you know. No chance he can beat me, no chance he can win this fight. He can want, like, he said, like, he want this more than me, like, something like else. But doesn't matter. Even if he go to bed thinking about this belt, when he wake up thinking about this,
Yeah.
this is his problem.
Why you think if someone believes something, maybe he will not have it?
You should believe something like what you can do it.
So you think it's impossible to Paul to win? Because everything can
I think
happen.
it's impossible. He can punch me, yes. He can like damage me. He can like hurt me,
Yeah.
but he can never gonna beat me.
I like the confidence, Uthman. Thank you so much for your time. I'm really enjoying the time with you, and I hope that we can have you again.
Yeah, why not?
After the fight.
Just let me know.
With the belt. You have to bring the belt
Inshallah.
also.
Yes, inshallah.
Thank you, Uthman. Thank you so much for
Assalamu
coming.
alaikum.
السلام عليكم.
خلصنا من مقابلة عثمان والأجوبة صادمة. عثمان ما خلى شيء بول هيوز إلا وتكلم عنه، تكلم عن شخصيته وعن حياته وعن تاريخه وتوقعاته للقتال، وإنه من وجهة نظره هو شايف إنه فاز في القتال الأول بكل وضوح. خلينا الحين ندخل لمقابلة بول هيوز وشوفوا لي على المقاتل الأيرلندي كمية الهدوء والثقة العالية اللي فيه، وكيف يشوف نفسه يقدر ينتصر على عثمان نورمحمدوف.
السلام عليكم بجميع متابعين هوشة. أنا أحمد and I'm here with Paul Hughes, one of the best Irish fighter in the planet right now. How is everything, Paul?
Life is very good, bro. Very happy to be back here in Dubai.
How is the feeling, Paul, since it's the second fight? You've beat AJ McKee, have a good early career in Cage Warrior, and then you come to Dubai, controversial win for Uthman. Do you feel that they steal something from you or not?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I got a lot of energy from Dubai the last time I was here. I think we put on a really good show, and I just think that this time is going to be ×2, maybe even ×3, the atmosphere.
Have you watched the fight back?
Of course, many times.
Do you think you won that fight?
I believe I won that fight.
Oh, really?
I believe I definitely done enough to win that fight. But ultimately, I must ask myself the question, why did I not get my hand raised? And that is the questions I've been asking myself throughout this camp, and they are the adjustments that I have been making.
Paul, I asked Uthman earlier, he thinks that you're a very tough fighter, but at the same time he thinks that he see limits in you, since he thinks that the only danger you can cause to him is in the boxing stance. Do you feel that he underestimates you, or do you feel like your boxing you have a big gap between boxing and other skills that people think you only have boxing?
No, at the end of the day, he was limping out of the cage, and that was not from punches, that was from kicks. So he can say whatever he likes, but I know that I'm obviously a very well-rounded fighter. I was able to stop the majority of his takedowns. So if he believes I'm just a boxer, then he's making a mistake.
He thinks, I asked him of the way of winning, he thinks he can take you down. You think he can take you down?
I think that he can take me down for sure. He took me down in the last fight. I'm under no illusions that he is an elite wrestler, but I'm also under no illusions that I am elite at getting back to my feet and elite at stopping takedowns.
That's good, because I just want to go back into history, because you have a long career with hands injuries. When doctor told you that you might never hold up, your hand might never hold up, what was your feelings there at that moment?
Heartbreak, pain, suffering, all of the above. I felt like my dreams were being ripped away from me many, many times in a row. I had 4 handbrakes in the space of 12 months just after my professional career started at 19. So, you know, my first fight went very well. 90-second knockout, was getting offers from all promotions around the world, and I kept wanting to get back at it and to improve and to show my work, and it kept being dragged away from me. But these obstacles are what has formed me and to the mindset and to the man that you see in front of you today. So I'm very grateful for it.
And speaking to an injuries you had, you might be a champion on October. You think you're indeed going to be a champion in October. What do you think that Irish kids around the world, you want them to see you after 10 years from now?
I want them to see someone who didn't place limits on themselves. Like, I couldn't be any more normal of a guy, completely normal Irish upbringing. Have no reason to be competing in elite mixed martial arts. I mean, there was no gyms close to me. I had to go seek out the best training in the world. I had to travel early in my career to get that, and thankfully now I have my team in Belfast. But yeah, one thing I would hope people could see is just don't set limits on yourself, because I'm definitely proof of that.
Paul, you always know that. Every MMA fan know that always the second fight is completely different than the first fight. Mm-hmm. What do you think the adjustment that you made? What is the things that you think that you improved to be able to beat Uthman?
Look, there is a lot of information that I can take from the first fight. There's 5 rounds we have to get fighting together. It's 25 minutes. It's a long period of time. One of my greatest assets as a fighter is making reads and then implementation of them reads. So I believe that if I fight somebody over 10 rounds, which is what I now have the opportunity to do, I don't think there's anybody on this planet that beats me over 10 rounds. No question. Because, as I say, I believe I'm very good at implementation of game plans, and now having 5 rounds of information to come back to me, now I know how to make the adjustments.
Paul, you seem calm, respected, but at the same time you have a good trash talk, to be honest. People have an idea of the Irish MMA fighters like Conor in the past, Ian Gary now, that they have a trash talk, loudy, make noise and all of this. Do you feel this is like your personality? What are you implementing from that? What do you think that makes you different than them?
Look, we're different men. I'm myself, and all I ever want to be is myself. I think authenticity is incredibly important. Sometimes, people believe that, because we're Irish, that we put on this persona of trash talk or this and that. But as Irish, we are just quick-witted people. We love to have jokes. We grow up taking the piss, as we would say in Ireland. We take the piss out of each other at all times. Doesn't matter how big you get, there's always someone there to take the piss out of you. So I think that's why we're quick-witted. I think that's why people always give us the comparisons of, you want to be like Conor or this or that. But it's because we are very much the same culturally. So,
Paul, there is a difference between a champion mentality and a contender mentality, and a normal fighter and a weak fighter. There's a different mentalities. Going into the cage, what is your thoughts on this? 30 seconds, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes during walking off to the cage? What do you think?
For me, I almost go into a state of non-thoughts. To be honest, I really enter the flow state quite early. Some fighters, it takes them to get into the first round, second round, to feel that flow state. I feel that flow state when I'm walking out. So my thoughts before that are, you're the man, you're the king, you're going to win, you're unbeatable. And then as I'm making my way to the ring, thoughts almost disappear. And it's just pure in the zone confidence.
Yeah, it is the same answer. Most of the elite fighters say that once you enter the cage and you start fighting, you feel nothing. You just wanna do your plan, do your game plan. It's just the emotions comes from the walking to the cage. If you talk about the fight between you and Uthman, do you think he's the toughest opponent till now or no? Through all your career, is he the toughest one?
He is the most technically skilled and, of course, very tough. He is one of the best fighters in the world, and no question.
Do you think a win over him? Will you give him another matchup? Will be able to see a third fight, or do you think because you think you won the first fight and you will win the second fight that it's enough for you?
No, we will do a trilogy. As soon as I beat him on October 3rd, I will be calling for a trilogy, and we just need to make sure that the trilogy is in Ireland this time.
Paul, if Uthman was in my place in front of you, what is in your thoughts? What are you going to tell him?
Well, we done an interview earlier this morning. It was pretty respectful, to be fair. I do have a great deal of respect for him. Any competitor, any professional mixed martial artist, especially those competing actively at this level, I understand the sacrifices and the hard work that you must maintain in order to make it to this position. So I do, of course, have a great deal of respect for him, especially having spent 5 rounds going to war already. So that's where I'm at right now. Things can certainly change. I believe I'm a pretty respectful guy, but if someone disrespects me, you best believe you're going to get it back.
It's in Irish blood, I think.
For sure.
Paul, if we say if you talk about yourself, what is the only thing you think, you have many things that Uthman doesn't know. What is the key factor things that you think it's in yourself and Uthman doesn't know that will be effective in the fight?
Effective for the fight. I believe that I'm not going to say I gave him too much respect the first time, because I must still give him that same respect, because ultimately, if I'm not smart, I can get knocked out. Because I am fighting one of the best guys in the world. Not only can I get knocked out, I can get taken down, I can get held down if I do not implement my game plan correctly. So I have some things that people will see in fight night, for sure. I think there's many layers to my game that people have not seen, and I'm looking forward to showing them.
Do you think it's mentally based, or do you think it's in terms of skills? What do you think is a big factor? Because both of them is a factor, you know.
Yeah.
What do you think is a bigger factor?
I don't think there's many fighters on this planet at any weight class that come close to my mentality. I really, truly do believe that. And I don't mean that in a cocky way. I've been in this game a long time, and I've seen it. And I just don't think a lot of people operate in the same level that I do, in a mental aspect. On a physical aspect, you just have to go watch my career, watch any of my fights. I leave it out there every single time.
So do you think the mental state that you reach becomes from your story, from childhood and all of this? Or do you think it's from the things you faced during your MMA career?
I believe that truly it comes from my career and what my choice has been in this life. And my choice is to be the greatest MMA fighter in the world. And I made that decision a long time ago that I want to challenge myself. I want to take part in my opinion, the most demanding and difficult sport in the world. And I want to be the best at it. And that is my drive. And that is a goal that I set for myself many, many years ago. And I truly will not stop until I achieve that. That is my drive. That is my mentality. And that is what brings me through all the hard obstacles.
Great. Paul, if I told you to describe Uthman in one word, what is it going to be?
Evasive.
Describe yourself in one word.
Resilient.
Resilient. That's a good word, actually. Paul, just to wrap it up, many MMA fans and Arab fans, Middle Eastern, around the world, even Irish, Europe and all, they're watching your fight because this is one of the most anticipated fights in the world right now. What would be your word to your fans?
Well, you definitely got to tune in for this one. I know a lot of people tuned into the last one. The Coca-Cola Arena was on fire that night. I believe it was 14,000 people. and the energy around the city after the fight for the week after, like everybody I was meeting from every corner of the globe had watched the fight. So I know that the Middle Eastern fans truly appreciate high level mixed martial arts, and that makes me feel good. You know, I love coming here for my training camps. I love performing in the Middle East, and in particular Dubai. Like I really believe that there's a really good respect for mixed martial arts here, and that makes it all the better to fight here.
That's a small story, Paul, before we wrap up everything. I do live streams for 8, 9, 10 hours, and I chat with the fans, Arab fans, and all of this. Do you know that many Arab fans think that you will win the second fight?
Yeah, I do know that. I'm seeing it. I check on social media here and there. I keep my ear to the ground a little bit. A lot of people obviously believe that I won the first fight, but I think that a lot of people can tell from my mentality and also Usman's mentality, where he's basically saying, you know, he doesn't deserve the rematch. I won unanimous decision, this and that. I think people can put 2 and 2 together and see if you come out with that attitude against someone like me, it's not going to end well.
Yeah, but you proved something that day, because, you know, Dagestani's fighter with Arabs, they come here, Russian and all of this, Islam, Habib and all of this. You, as an Irish, you proved something that day, and because of that, many Arab fighters are rooting for you, and they think that you can win this fight. Thank you for your time, Paul. I appreciate that. I hope that I can have an interview with you after the fight, because we have some questions to ask. Hope you're the best, man. We're going to do a live stream on it. We're going to react to your fight, and I hope you're all the best, man. Final message to the fans.
Tune in. You got to tune into this one because something special is coming.
Let's go, Paul. Thank you so much for your time, and hope to see you as a champion soon. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Paul.
for your time, bro.
Thank you.
هذا بالنسبة لمقابلة عثمان نورمحمدوف وبول هيوز. سألنا كل واحد منهم أسئلة خاصة وتشويقية. اكتبوا لنا تحت بعد هذه المقابلتين في التعليقات شو رأيكم في المقابلة، شو رأيكم بالأجواء، وإيش توقعاتكم للقتال خصوصا بعد هذه المقابلة. لأن أنا بالنسبة لي هذه المقابلة بيّنت شيء كبير في المقاتلين واختلاف شخصياتهم، من ناحية عثمان اللي كان دائما الإنسان الواثق بنفسه ويشوف إنه أفضل مقاتل في العالم، اللي من الناحية الثانية بول الأكثر تواضعا وهدوءا وصبرا أثناء الأجوبة وواقعية أثناء النقاش والحديث بحول قتال القاتل. فاكتبوا لنا تحت في التعليقات يا جماعة، هل أنتم شايفين إن عثمان أو بول منهم فاز في القتال الأول، وإيش توقعاتكم للقتال الثاني؟ اضرب لايك، سبسكرايب، شير، لا تنسى تفعل جرس التنبيهات عشان تجيك أغلب الحلقات اللي من قناة هوشة، وأيضا البثوث المباشرة الأسبوعية والمقابلات الحصرية نفس ما سوينا لكم كل يوم. كان معكم أحمد من قناة هوشة، ونراكم في قادم الحلقات. سلام.
مساك وورد معطر ياسمين، شباب صبايا ايمن مسكين، وقت طارق اهدى كتير حكيت انت، لما هوش يبدا اسكت لا تندم. عكس لوز وسكر زيهم ابيض اسمر، طارق عم يتمسخر ايمن بس بتحضر نفس التايتين ع اكبر شوي، لو تحكي قدامه راح يبلعك ناي زي راجنا ايمن يغزو طارق.